Well, I'm finally back inside my soundproof studio, everybody. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another Mints of Lucas, April 30th, 2025 edition of AEW Dynamite Review. Should be on May 1st, 2025. Happy May to be with you. May 1st, everyone. Happy holiday to you. Hope you all May treats you better than April did the month previous, to say the least. Let's get an AEW Dynamite, because I'm going to get right into the showdown, because I gotta be honest. I forgot to do my No Limits with Lucas podcast. It was number 7 yesterday. And by the way, it's not going to be coming out. I might take a little bit of a break on the podcast for a little bit. I'm planning to do something special for the YouTube side things, so like something like news centers, like maybe like your new news, your basically like you'll see news on like your local television. I want to be like something like that for like a YouTube side of things. Getting like news, maybe like your maybe not noon news, maybe like lunch news, maybe like your afternoon news, and maybe like your 5 o'clock news as well, like your wrestling side things as well. I might include some football and pop culture. You never know with me, to say the least, man. I might do that. I'm thinking about doing that, honestly. I'm gonna try that out, see how it sticks and everything. Just want to see how it goes out and everything. So I'm just to do that. I'm debating about doing that, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that in all honesty yet. So, early stages of preparation for that as well. You can tell how much I care about that more than this freaking AEW Dynamite review for April 20th, April 30th of 2025. This show was boring. This show was fucking boring. Just like NXT, like, what is professional wrestling the last couple weeks, man? I don't get it. WrestleMania, ever since WrestleMania, like the Raw after WrestleMania was pretty good. And like, other than that, I can't say the good show. Maybe like Raw after Raw next week on Raw is pretty good. Basically, the Raw side of things is pretty good for the most part. But NXT, AEW Dynamite, and also like Friday Night SmackDown as well, for it's just been suck. I mean, well, maybe not suck to the point where like nauseating suckness, but maybe like some like boring. That's boring. There's like nothing's going on. I know it's like after WrestleMania, things died down a little bit, starting from like now on probably, but still, you get the point. This Dynamite last night, oh my god. I watched the show obviously next day, obviously. And this show was boring. This show was boring, man. What do you want me to say? What is there to discuss outside of main event between Hangman Adam Page and Kyle Fletcher for your second round of match of the Wednesday Owen Hart Cup tournament? Or Foundation tournament, get the point. There's like some good, decent stuff, so like questionable and just very bad. Like, what was the point of the Ring of Honor Television Championship with Nick Wayne and fucking Jay Lethal on my television? Like, why? What is the fucking point of Ring of Honor on my television in 2025, Tony Khan? Like, what are we freaking doing here? And then the Opps defeating Nick Comoroto and Ref Titus and Myles Hawkins in a 6-man jobber match. And the match previous had an 8-man tag team match, all-star match. Fucking lovely! What are we freaking doing, man? Like, oh my god, who fucking cares for an 8-man tag and a 6-man jobber match tag? Back to back, nonetheless. Who the flying fuck cares, Tony? Oh my god. To take WrestleMania like week, we had like the best AEW Dynamite in like months, is fucking crazy. And now, so in the last 2 weeks, we're right back to the old AEW 2024 and 2025 and beyond. Like, what are we fucking doing, man? Who fucking cares about the Ring of Honor Television Championship? Who cares to see a 6-man jobber match? Who cares to see an all-star 8-man tag? As if we had a fucking ass that for that to start back-to-back. And we start the first team 2 days after the grand the show. Unfucking believable. We're going to discuss it. We're going to discuss a lot of AEW Dynamite today. I'm your host always, Lucas Allen. Lucas Allen on Twitter and Instagram, Lucas E. Allen. Facebook, No Limits to Lucas. And TikTok, No Limits to Lucas. I'm also on the other side, think I'm bringing back Patreon again. Maybe doing like some sports and pop culture talk. Maybe some non-extra wrestling content. I'm debating about doing that. It's year one. I do my news center. I want to do basically news like world news, something like that. Involving wrestling side, not the world news now, like, but there's politics and pop culture shit, nothing like that. But basically, that type of versions with like wrestling, maybe some of this pop culture and sports in between as well. Then about doing it at that, we can bring it back Patreon. I'm doing one of those two things. I'm dealing which one I want to do the most. Might ask somebody out for advice there, to say the least. I'm bringing Patreon. I'm not going to stick to YouTube as well. YouTube is always going to stay anyway, so we might get Patreon back or not, to say the least. Let's get AEW Dynamite, shall we? For April 30th, 2025. It starts Kazuchika, Okada, Young Bucks, and Ricochet. Defeat Kenny Omega, people Mike Bailey, and Mark Briscoe, and Kevin Knight. And an all-star 8-man tag, man. Oh my fucking god, man. As if I fucking had to ask for this one, right, Tony Khan? Oh, it gets better, though, trust me. Slight sarcasm. And on to the Opps in a 6-man jobber tag team match. Lovely! Lovely, lovely, lovely. The Opps, Samoa Joe, Katsuyori Shibata, and Powerhouse Hobbs, the reign defend AEW World Trio Champions. Defeat Nick Comoroto, Rhett, Titus, and Myles Hawkins. Who the fuck is Myles Hawkins? Is this like Kurt Hawkins, like, wannabe brother or something like that? What the fuck is that, bro? Oh my god. Let's go. It's also Toni Storm, reign defend AEW Women's World Champion. Defeats Miyu Yamashita. Did not know this woman even existed as of last night. But I gotta be honest, it actually kind of impresses me kind of a bit as well. Toni Storm defeats Miyu Yamashita in an AEW Women's World Championship eliminator match. We did not need a eliminator match on this card, but whatever. And after the match, my girl, Mercedes Mone. The reign defend 4 belts Mone appears and called her shot at Toni Storm, and then Jamie Hayter appeared and sent Mercedes run. I gotta be honest, that was fucking funny. After, like, Jamie Hayter tried to go her haterade against Mercedes Mone, and also Mercedes just steps, running back to the crowd. Or running back to the backstage area. I thought that was fucking hilarious the way she was running there, in all honesty. Definitely a highlight to this point, though, honestly. But it's not the best thing on the show, not even close. Yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. Also, Bobby Lashley tells MJF he needs to hurt someone to earn his shot in the Hurt Syndicate. There's a spot in the Hurt Syndicate as well. Put on my notes here. Listen, Nick Wayne. Oh, lovely. Ring of Honor on this show, man. What else is new? Nick Wayne defeats Jay Lethal to retain a ROH Television Championship. And I want to throw up, man. Oh, my God. As if this couldn't get any worse. A Ring of Honor Television Championship match on AEW Dynamite. Who fucking cares? I know, it's rhetorical. Nobody! Moving on to main event segment. Hangman Adam Page defeats Kyle Fletcher in the main event in the second round matchup. The men's Owen Hart Cup Foundation Tournament. And will face Will Ospreay in the finals at Double or Nothing. We're on today's podcast, going to join maybe as always on today's This Week AEW Dynamite Review for April 30th, 2025. Starting with, you sadly guessed it, Kazuchika Okada. Yes, I heard my chair. I'm sorry about that. Kazuchika Okada and the Young Bucks, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. And Ricochet defeat Kenny Omega, SpeedBall Mike Bailey, Mark Briscoe, and Kevin Knight to start the show in an all-star 8-man tag team clusterfuck match. Listen really hard, people. If you expect me to watch this match in depth and review it by move by move, you'll be act like you're fucking high. But this was, oh my god, man. 8 men in one match with no fucking story attached to that. It's not nothing but to say it's the clusterfuck. Now, for WWE fans out there, I was saying, like, oh, this is an insult to professional wrestling. If you're saying an 8-man tag team match is an insult to professional wrestling, fine. But this moron was mocking the freaking spots in this match. Now, granted, I shit on 8-man tag as much as anybody. I'm shit on this one, too. But if you're going to actually go out there and say, like, this is an insult to professional wrestling, I see bigger insults, like, I don't know, Vince McMahon to professional wrestling and doing her stupidity, and, like, with, like, Stephanie McMahon's daughter, like, well, Stephanie McMahon being as well, we get the point, people. Stuff like that, to say the least. But still, like, that's not an insult to professional wrestling. Do I think we 8-man in one match? No. With no fucking storyline involved, but you get the point. Do you think I pay attention to this? You ought to be down in your freaking mind. I've seen people giving this an A and A plus range about grading people in the IWC wrestling community. Like, what the fuck? No offense, but what the hell are you smoking? No offense, I'm just asking. 8-man in one match is fucking... No story, no effort to put in the story involved. It's nothing but a clusterfuck, and done so far for that, I gotta give it a B-. B-. Because people say, oh, it's A+, an A range, A+, A range. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about? What was so special about this 8-man tag? I don't understand it. B- is your freaking grade, man. B- is your freaking grade. Moving on to the Opps. Samoa Joe, Katsuri Shibata, and Powerhouse Hobbs was filling that role of Hook, who obviously got taken out by the Death Riders. Defeat Nick Comoroto, Rhett Titus, and Myles Hawkins. I'm sorry, Myles Hawkins, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. This gets an overall grade of a D frickin' plus. Oh my fucking god, man. We go from an 8-man tag to start the show to a 6-man tag jobber match. Fucking lovely, Tony Khan, with your AEW World Trios champions in the Opps. And they're defeating a fucking jobber team. On your flagship, your biggest show throughout the week, AEW Dynamite. Does that make any fucking sense to you? So that don't make no sense to me. It makes no sense to me at all. D+ is your fucking grade. And by the way, I gotta be honest, I was wrong about this one. I thought for some stupid reason, Jon Moxley versus Samoa Joe for the AEW World Championship was announced for Double or Nothing. Lo and behold, it's announced for next week on Beach Break of Dynamite. I apologize for that. Obviously, Jon Moxley's retained, sadly. You know how it's some sauce of prayer that Samoa Joe makes to Jon Moxley tap out again, or pass out to Tikio, you get the point. Well, I've a fucking prayer, but it probably won't happen. D+ is your freaking grade for the 6-man jobber whatever match. Moving on to Toni Storm, the reigning defending AEW Women's World Champion. Defeats Miyu Yamashita in an AEW Women's World Championship Eliminator match. Oh great, we go from a 6-man or 8-man tag to start your show to a 6-man tag jobber match to a fucking championship contenders match involving the AEW side of things. This is called the Eliminator match. This is basically a championship contenders match from WWE and Vince McMahon era. Yeah, I'm supposed to claim that Tony Khan is not like Vince McMahon. Okay, AEW freakazoids, whatever you say. This match was not that bad for what it was. I'm actually quite impressed a little bit with Miyu Yamashita. I believe that's how you say her name, obviously. I think so. And now for the match, Mercedes Mone, my girl. My girl, we gotta give her flowers. I love that girl to death. Mercedes Mone in her red dress, man. Oh my god. Does she ever not look beautiful? I don't mean act like a simper to Mercedes or anything. Oh my god, does she look more beautiful the more and more I see her? God bless the woman Mercedes Bernardo truly is, man. I'm on fire today, am I? Mercedes Mone appears and not called out. There we go, already botched there. Called her shot at Toni, and then Jamie Hayter appeared and sent Mercedes basically running, but she ended up jogging running. It was kind of funny as hell. Like, when Jamie went for a haterade on Mercedes, but Mercedes hightailed and she just, like, tip-tapped, like, her toes on the ground and started running. Like, speed run. I thought that was fucking funny as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, man. That was funny as hell. I was cracking up laughing, man. Probably because I love Mercedes, but you get the fucking point. This was actually the match was pretty fun for what it was. I could have done like Mercedes and Jamie here like in a different conversation. Like have their own promo or something like that. Oh, but Mercedes calls horrible promos, man. You want story? You guys do some of a story, right? You've been claiming one Mercedes Mone and storylines like I do, right? Trust me, I want a Mercedes Mone and stories big time, like I said. So how am I going? I'll start the promo segment in the ring. No! Yeah, Mercedes coming after Toni's match with Miyu Yamashita. And then all of a sudden, Jamie Hayter comes out, attempts to hit her haterade, and now her Mercedes taps running away. B is your grade. It's still a pretty decent grade for the segment and match per se. I just could have done something better with Mercedes and Jamie Hayter the first stare down, obviously. I could have done something better with that big time. That's just good old fashion Tony Khan for you, in all honesty. B is your grade between Toni Storm, Miyu Yamashita, and Mercedes Mone and Jamie Hayter involved in this match as well. B is your grade. Moving on to Bobby Lashley. He tells MJF, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, he needs to hurt someone to earn his shot or his spot in general, and then the Hurt Syndicate faction. His sauce is an all grade of a B. This was actually pretty fun. It was a lot better than last week's confrontation with MJF and the Hurt Syndicate. And I like this quite a bit. Some people fucking hate this, but he gave an 8-man tag match an A+, but he ended up giving this match a C, this segment a C+. You can't fix stupidity in the wrestling community, man. You just can't. I get it's a free country. You have your opinions and your grading system and all that. I get that. But, dude, how are you going to praise an 8-man tag with an A+ worthy when the match was nothing but a spot fest? I don't get it, people. What am I missing here that people are claiming here? Be something special that's not. Just saying. But Bobby Lashley tells MJF Maxwell Jacob Freeman he needs to hurt someone to earn his way in the spot and the Hurt Syndicate group. This gets a B. No, I didn't like the rolled on fire at all. I'll give you that, honestly. But still, it's a lot better than last week, I think. I mean, it's been pretty fun for the most part, minus last week. About MJF being in the Hurt Syndicate, I actually like this segment quite a bit. Now, what was MJF going to hurt? I don't know. We'll wait and find out maybe next week and a couple weeks after that. This is an all-grade of a B. A very fun segment between Bobby Lashley, the Hurt Syndicate members at MVP, and Sean Benjamin, all of MJF, Maxwell, Jacob Freeman. All-grade of a B. So flip over my notes here. Your last two things to grade. Oh, yeah! Our Ring of Honor Television Championship match. How can I forget this, right? Oh, my God, man. Nick Wayne, the reign defend Ring of Honor World whatever Television Championship. He defeats Nick Wayne, or Nick Wayne obviously defeats Jay Lethal. Yes, gets a freaking overall grade of a C freaking minus. What the flying fuck are we doing here? Who cares about Ring of Honor in 2025? And why the fuck is this on your flagship, your biggest weekly show of AEW? Grade of AEW Dynamite as Ring of Honor. We already have a show of Ring of Honor. Like, what is the fucking point of this? Why can't it spell Ring of Honor, Super, whatever? I don't know what their television show name is. I don't care even to know. I don't know if it's just Ring of Honor. I don't care if it's Ring of Honor something. I don't care if it's Kiss My Ass something. I don't care. This gets a freaking overall grade of a C minus. Like I said, and I don't care. Oh, Nick Wayne and Jay Lethal. Who the fuck asked for this to be in your AEW Dynamite show this week? Who asked this? Who asked this? Anybody? Yo, buddy, you say that? No? Didn't think so. Hey, there's your skit for evening on this podcast. See, Myles, you're great. You think I gave a fuck about this match? You ought to be down out of your freaking mind. See, Myles, you're freaking great. Moving on to your main event match here to grade. Hangman Adam Page, easily the best thing on the show. Hangman Adam Page defeats Kyle Fletcher in the main event, obviously. In a second round matchup in the men's Owen Hart Foundation Cup tournament match. And will face Will Ospreay in the finals at Double or Nothing. This gets an all-rated name on it. This is a banger, bro. This was very fun. I like the fact Hangman won this match. It gives a little bit more unpredictability in this finals of this tournament. We can have Hangman win and face Jon Moxley. Or we can have Will Ospreay win and face Jon Moxley all in Texas. It gets a little bit, because you don't know, they're both baby faces, and you're not going to have one heel facing each other. Like, if Kyle Fletcher won this match, it always been predictable Will Ospreay is going to win this. But now it makes it a little bit unpredictable with Hangman Adam Page involved. I like that big time, to say the least. And Hangman Adam Page and Will Ospreay put on a banger match on paper. If that's not a banger match, it's Double or Nothing, I don't know what to fucking tell you, bro. Especially the best wrestler in the world, Will Ospreay, I feel. He's the best pound-for-pound professional wrestler on the face of the earth right now. And him and Hangman Page is not another great professional wrestler. This is obviously going to deliver, you'll think. I know it will, because you can't. Will Ospreay never has bad matches, and you know it's Hangman Adam Page. Neither two men have bad matches, and this is still a fun match of Hangman Page, Adam Page, and Kyle Fletcher in the main event. And right outcome with Hangman Adam Page win this match. Freaking fun-ass match, man. I absolutely love this match big time. I'm a big fan of Hangman Page, big fan of Ospreay, obviously. And I love Kyle Fletcher quite a bit. He's doing his own as his heel turn, obviously, last year and everything against Will Ospreay. He's been freaking one of the best parts of AEW. That's why I feel big time for Kyle Fletcher. He's been very fun recently, for sure. Ever since he turned heel with joining Don Callis' family last year in 2024. And this gets an all-grade name A-, best thing on the show, big time. Definitely the best grade of the whole night and best grade of this whole review in all honesty as well. A- is your grade. As your show for April 30th of 2025, AEW Dynamite, this week's AEW Dynamite review, it gets an overall grade of a B-. And that is your review for AEW Dynamite, April 30th of 2025. Thank y'all for watching. Now, Mr. Lucas, AEW Dynamite, April 30th, 2025 review. Today May 1st of 2025. Like I said, I hope y'all have a great May, man. I hope y'all have a phenomenal May in general. And I'm having a pretty fun statistical season with my podcast on YouTube, to say the least. Cannot thank you to support big time, to say the least, man. And I'm just getting started. Like I say, man. Thank y'all for watching the podcast, and I'll catch you on with me tomorrow for maybe another podcast. Maybe I don't want to, like I said, news center might get into in perspective. I don't know if I might not go into effect. I'm still deciding what I want to do with that. I'll keep you updated on Twitter and Instagram as well, as say the least. Maybe on Facebook and TikTok, but you never know with me, to say the least, as well. And thank y'all for watching. No, Mr. Lucas, AEW Dynamite, April 30th, 2025. You catch y'all sometime later this week for another episode. No, Mr. Lucas on YouTube and all audio platforms as well. Until then, take care, y'all. Peace out. Love you all big time, to say the least.